Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to create animated toast notifications using HTML and CSS. So let's dive in. So first I have a project created and inside that I have the index.html and styles.css files created in it. So let's type exclamation enter. So this gives a HTML structure beginning with the document type, which allows the browser to know that this document type is a HTML is using HTML5. And then we have HTML lang equal to en, which specifies the language English. And then inside head we have the character set as UTF-8, so to ensure proper text encoding. And then we have the viewport meta tag for responsive design. And then let's add in the link to our style sheet using link rel equal to style sheet and href. I give the styles.ss css file in it. Now let's create a title, save. Okay, so next let's create let's set up a series of checkbox inputs. So these will control the visibility of our toast notifications. So inside the body, I have created 4 elements of type checkbox. So each checkbox is given a unique name and ID. So example T help, T success, T warning and T error that correspond to different type of toast notifications. So the checked attribute here ensures that these checkboxes are checked by default. Next, let's create the toast panel and the items to display. So for that, I first have a div class. So this toast panel div, which serves as a container for all the toasts. So we have the first toast item with the class help. So this class will be used to style the help notification. Now let's create for the other notifications. So for example, let's see class toast help. This is where the content of the toast resides, and in label we have the label element which serves as a close button linked to this ID that we previously created, T help checkbox. Next we have the tag head3 on which it contains help, and paragraph here I have given what is the text to be displayed when this notification is clicked. So and then there is a link to further action. So now let's create for the other notifications success, warning and error. So for success I have the same. So for success, and then I have the same for warning, and then for error. Let's save this. So once we have created this, you can check how it looks. Currently we have the the notification. Everything is checked by default. So this is the title I have given and the error message to be printed. Now let's create icons for the same. So we have created the icons and this is our HTML index.html. Let's start coding our CSS. So let's go to styles.css. The first thing I want to do is import the fonts. So let's go to Google Fonts and I'm going to search for this particular text, and then get font, then get embed code and import the URL into my CSS file. So this line imports the particular font I'm going to use from the Google Fonts, which will be used throughout the document to give text a consistent and modern look. Next, I'm going to define the root variables. So let's copy this code. So the root variable is the root selector defines the global CSS variables. For example, the custom variables, custom properties that can be reused throughout the style sheet. These variables include tr that defines a transition property that applies a smooth animation to changes in the element. Then we have ch1 and ch2, the colors used for help notification, cs1, cs2, which are for success, and cw1, cw2 are for warning, and ce1 and ce2 are for error notification. Now let's go for the body styling. So to do that, I'm initially having to create a body styling code. Here you can see that the body element is styled to take up the entire viewport and no margins or padding. So basically no margin and padding. The content is actually placed in the center, centered horizontally and aligned at the bottom. So the display is set to flex, and we also have the background color set as a radial gradient that transitions from a dark blue to the darker blue, and we also use the font family to apply for the entire body section. Next we have the toast panel. So toast panel is basically the container that holds all the toast notifications. So it's a flex box container that centers its children vertically and horizontally. So, and the position is absolute property, and this positions it over other content, and padding is also added to add a better spacing. And then we have the min height and width to ensure that the panel maintains a consistent size, and there is a transition property applied for smoother transition. Next we have the toast item. So each toast item controls the visibility and animation of a toast notification. The overflow, the hidden property is set to hidden property that ensures that any content exceeding the set size is not displayed. And the max height limits the toast's height, and the show toast animation handles the reveal effect with a delay. Now we have the keyframes for the toast animation. So let's add in the keyframes. here. So the keyframe rule defines the animation show toast. So this show toast, which controls how the toast appears. So the animation sets the max height and the opacity properties at different points, 0%, 50% and 100%, and then making a toast fade in and fade out while growing and shrinking in height. So this is how we define the keyframes for this particular animation. And then let's move on to toast styling. So for the toast styling, I have the first class here, toast. So this toast class styles the main content of each notification. So the background color is set to a darker shade, and the background is also a variable background variable called var hyphen bg is used to allow for customization. So next we have the text color, and then we also had padding, so which creates a space between each toast notification, and we have also add the border radius that makes the border rounded corners, and then we have position relative allows for absolute positioning of child elements like icons, and then finally toast has a maximum width of 15 rem and uses smooth transition using this transition property. Now let's do before the pseudo element, we have this before class hyphen before. So what it exactly does, let me explain. So here the toast before pseudo element is used to create a decorative background pattern on the left side of the toast. So it uses a combination of radial gradients to create a visually appealing pattern, so which is positioned absolutely within the toast. And the z index, so the z index is set to 0. It's also ensuring it stays behind the main content, just a background. And the border radius is also to set the bottommost corner, rounds the bottom corner, left corner. And we also have the drop and the background set using this a radial gradient a circle form. So this creates a pattern for us to have our beautiful looking GUI. Next, after pseudo element is the one which creates a circular icon area at the top left of the toast. So maybe now you may not see the result, but at the end I can show you how it exactly looks and how it is being done. So this is basically is positioned as absolute and centered within its area, and the border radius is also, so we also set the width and height, the background and the border radius, the property that makes the element round, and we also have the box sizing as border box. So this ensures padding and borders are included in the elements dimension. So at the end we have the toast title styling. So we have the head 3 styling element inside our class, div class. So we are going to do a styling for that. So to get that, we just have to use toast styling for head 3. So we use this class. So head 3 element within the toast is styled to have a consistent font size with no margin, line height and weight, and the position is relative, allows it to position within the title. And now we also have the pseudo element for titles and icon. So this will be a shared pseudo element before hyphen before, and this is used to create a small decorative triangle next to the title, toast title and icons. and the border property is here used to create a triangle, and the transform. So here the transform rotates and skews in a desired shape. So this is the animation that we add, and the border radius is slightly rounded. Next, we can go to the live. Yeah. So we have this currently. So this is how our page looks. Now let's continue. So yeah, so the next thing is toast text styling. So we have a text written in this paragraph tag. So now let's style the text using this. So the elements inside the paragraph, so it's basically inside the toast is styled and it's kept for readability. So it's positioned relatively so that it can be stacked correctly with other elements, and the font size is slightly smaller than the main head 3, and a small margin is added at the top to separate it from other content. Now we also have the styling for the close button. Let's create the styling for that. So the close button is just appears at the top of each notification. So here we give the close dot close style class and the close button for the toast. So it's a small circular button positioned absolutely at the top right corner of the toast, and the cursor is made as pointer property. So this changes the cursor to point whenever it's hovered on and indicating that it's a clickable one. Now we have a pseudo element after pseudo element added for this close button. So let's add it here, and this after pseudo element for the close button adds plus symbol rotated to reassemble for an X. So this element is basically centered within the button and uses the same font family as the rest of the content. So the border radius is keeps the element circular and display is set to flex, ensures the symbol is centered. Now let's go and see how it looks. Yeah. So it's clickable right now. Now let's move on to the hover effect. To create the close hover effect, we'll add it this class. So this class, what it does is when the user hovers over the close button, the background color changes to a lighter one, and the color of the plus symbol changes to the color defined by our variable that we created using CL hyphen CLR in the root. So this provides you visual feedback that the button is interactive. And now let's add the delay. So these delays are added for a smoother transition. So these classes basically are a set of different animation delays for success, warning, and error toasts. So the success toast will appear 2 seconds, and 2 seconds after being triggered. The warning toast is for 1 second, and the error is immediately. So this staggered timing helps to manage multiple notification appearing simultaneously. And then we have to specify the toast type specific styling. So I'm going to copy this. So let's go here. So close after. So first we have this toast help. So what it exactly does is these blocks define styles for different types of toasts, help, and then success, and then warning and error. So each toast type is assigned to a specific color that we initially created and a background color, and then we have the after pseudo elements. So this after pseudo elements for each toast type define the content and appearance of the icon within the toast. For example, this one like L. So here we have the content success. So inside here we show an L. The warning message will show exclamation, and the error message shows a plus. So now let's finally have the toast before pseudo elements for specific items. Let's copy in there. So here we have this before pseudo elements for success, warning, error that are customized with unique radial gradients and background positions to create different visual effects for each type of notification. Finally, for the link, we have a link inside the help item. So just use that inside the class. So for toast A, so this rule ensures that any links within a toast will use this specific white color, making them visible against the dark background. Finally, we have a closed toast item. So this is the class which will hide the toast item by setting the max height to 0, effectively collapsing all the elements. And finally we have the icon styling. To style that, let's add in this. So the toast icons styling for this elements contains a class which has a container holding all the icons. So it uses the display flex box to space the icon evenly with padding, rounded corners, and consistent spacing. So the toast icon class styles each icon, making it circular, centered, and interactive with a pointer cursor. And then finally we have the pseudo elements, icon specific styles before and after. So here these pseudo elements before and after are used to style and position the icon. So the transform property here manipulates the shape and position of the icons. So icon error class specifically styles an error icon, making it larger and more prominent. And then we have to choose the background color for our icons. So it's done using this class. So for each icon I use different background colors. So these classes set the background color for each type of icon, and the -clr is a variable that is also set here which is used throughout the CSS to maintain the color consistency for each toast item. So blue for our help button, a help toast animation, then a green for our success, warning is this orange, and then error is red. And then we add the checkbox input for toast visibility. So here let me add. So here these rules hide the toast notifications when the corresponding checkbox is checked. So the max height is set to 0 and the opacity is set to 0, effectively collapsing the fading out toast. And finally we have the height checkbox inputs. Let me add it. So this basically this rule hides all the input checkbox, so they are not visible on the page. However, they are still functioning as controls for showing and hiding the toast notification. Now let's go to HTML and view how it looks. We go to the main page. So this is how it looks. So we have the help, success, warning, and error. So this is a detailed breakdown of each part of the CSS code. So that's it. We have walked through the entire HTML and CSS line by line, and now you can see how to create these stylish toast notifications, and you can even customize the colors, animation, and content to fit your needs. So thank you for watching this video. If you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more web design and development tutorials. See you in the next video.